Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to week 2. I hope all of the problems that were going on in week 1 are over. If for some reason you still have not resolved the issue of getting access to the textbooks and the skills build assignments, just please don't give up. Let me know. Send me a screenshot and I will send it on to Megan, who is helping me get everything started for this semester. So it's just one more hurdle Satan is putting in your way, but the Lord will help you to fix it. So I wanted to go over a little bit of what's going on with this next week. So here is the overview. I love this Learner's Manifesto. I so absolutely wish that were in every single class I ever taught. It is awesomely wonderful. What you're going to do is you're going to look at the whole thing. Well, let's go over each one. Okay, let's go over each one. Looking ahead, you're going to be managing several projects simultaneously and also be thinking about your service learning project because you're going to be talking about what you want to propose. Okay, so yeah, if you have any question for your instructor or class, you can use these or use the inbox or reply to my announcements. Okay, so let's look at each one of these in a little bit more depth. The Learner's Manifesto. This one is so cool. All right. So what you're going to be doing is your first writing assignment is coming this week, and I am so looking forward to hearing your stories. You're going to write a narrative essay. Now that is a story. A narrative essay is a story, and it's going to focus on a single motif, idea, or event. So you're going to just write a little one. It only has to be like 100 words, I believe. Let's make sure but I think it's 100 words. Oh, 500 words. A little bit more than 100. But 500 words is not a whole lot to write. It's about 2 pages. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be thinking about a hardship, challenge, or difficulty that you overcame, and what did you learn about yourself in the process. Now, you're going to be detailed. I really, really, really emphasize details and specifics. So you're going to think of one experience and try to highlight what you learned through these concrete experiences. Oh, for example, this is just a silly little one, but my husband, I just did a little thing where he told me the first 5 years of his life. I wouldn't write an essay where he wrote about the first 5 years of his life, but I could possibly write the essay about how stubborn he was, and his family found out he was stubborn because he had a little tricycle and tried to get it over a hose and kept yelling and screaming and getting madder than heck at that hose that he was trying to get his bicycle over. And when he finally I guess, learned how to do it, then he learned that maybe he needed to do something other than scream and holler and yell in order to get something done. Something like that. I mean, take something that's more serious than that. Maybe you could talk about I don't know, whatever you've got, a challenge of being able to do something in class or wondering if you wanted to go on a mission. Think about that. So you're going to set a timer for 1 hour and write an essay reflecting on that experience. Don't go crazy with it. Okay, does learning come easy with you? Do you have a positive or negative attitude while learning? How has it impacted your success in learning? Some of those different things. Okay, your strengths as a learner, your weaknesses as a learner. And just kind of look, how do you plan to use, I love this one. How do you plan to use the Learner's Manifesto to increase your success in this class? I love it. Okay, so 500 words. And then you're going to take those graphics, which are really cool, and put them someplace in your room, like this one here. Be positive, be confident. See, isn't that cool? Be interested. That sounds like President Hinckley's bees, and I love it. Okay. All right, so when you submit it, you're going to click the Submit Assignment button in the top right corner. Click Choose File and select the file you created, and then Submit Assignment. They need to be in doc, PDF, just in a Word document or a PDF document. And then if you have anything else, then do that. Now I really love that they give these student examples, because that can tell you exactly how you should work with it. All right. So that is that. Let's go on to the next one and talk about it. I hope these little talks are helpful for you. They have been in the past when I worked with them. Your group project charter. Okay, now I wrote in the email, in the announcements that I sent you, that I will be revising the groups. So hopefully we will be able to get those worked out. I'll fix them probably. The 12th is when the class closes. So if people have not done anything in the class at all by the 12th, I will probably not put them in a group. So once we figure it all out, then I will give you you'll have a group. There probably won't be the whole 6 that I've got, and there are 5 that I've got in there, because there haven't been that many of you who have talked to me yet on this class. Hopefully there will be more as we come closer to the 12th. But I will on the 13th review the groups and put that up. Okay. And here is the Learner's Manifesto of Be Positive. So what you're going to do is you are going to try out this attitude. I can learn and I am smart. Okay. So notice this, remember this, your final writing assignment is to write your own Learner's Manifesto. So as you submit each week, keep your posts in a file somewhere besides Canvas. You can maybe have a Word document you add to weekly, or keep them in a file folder. Add them somewhere because you're going to need them at the end. For this time, you are going to look for ways to connect this scripture 88:11 through 13 with the attitude and affirmation. And here is the cute little, cancel that. Cute little Be Positive graphic that you might want to put up. Well, you can do it on your computer someplace. Okay, practice being positive. So you're going to select an assignment or class you want to practice this affirmation on each week. And then you're going to be doing that. And you're going to be writing a response. That one's the one that's 100 words. That's how I got it mixed up. So you're going to submit an assignment that's 100 words, and it gives you an example. So you get full credit if you just do it. Then the next part is the skill builds. There's a lot of really interesting stuff here. Let me preview it. It really is. I was amazed at what they go into here. You're going to be talking about the rhetorical triangle, which is an awesome thing. An introduction to APA. They give you an example of how to do a works cited page. Then you're going to go over subject-verb agreements, verbs, and how to write a proposal. You know, they go into a lot more detail for this than I do usually for my classes. They talk about the different verb tenses and things like that, from I say and you say, like past participle and things like that. That is really cool, because you people who are English learners, you maybe, for us English people who've listened to English all our lives, we kind of say, well, that just sounds right. But you really are going to maybe need to learn more about those things than maybe the people who are English learners. So this quiz is worth 5 points and all of that cool stuff. This mainly is just showing us that you did it. That it's really up to you. But I tell you what, you will learn so much from this that I absolutely, and because of the code of honesty, I can see that you need to do it all. And it's going to be awesome. All right, so that's what you are going to do. Let's go back. Now, if you have, I am so grateful that so many of you have actually emailed me when you've had questions and problems, and so just make sure that you do that. I have been working at trying to get everything worked out, and I can always add, and if just be persistent. If my answer doesn't work for you, then then ask me again, especially with those getting things worked out deals. So I think that's it, brothers and sisters. I just am grateful for you. I am grateful for being able to go over this. I think we went over everything in pretty good detail. And if you have any questions, you know what to do. Click that and email me. Okay? That's the main way to do it. Or click this and ask questions there. But this is the best way, that and the announcements, replying to the announcements. Oh, and talking about that, most of you said that Sundays were just fine. So I will leave the due dates on Sundays. But if you have any questions, I would encourage you, brothers and sisters, to get things done before the Sabbath. The lesson this time in Come Follow Me was partly on the Sabbath, and it was on how taking time for the Lord and making that a sacred and holy day will rejuvenate you for the rest of the week. So I really encourage you to try to get your stuff done before Sunday. Okay. And if you need for me to make it a little bit longer, I know one of you is a bishop, and so if you need for me to make it a little bit longer, your different assignments, just ask me. But don't. But the thing is this: there's not a week that doesn't have a lot of work in it. So don't get too far behind because you'll have to catch up on everything. All right, brothers and sisters, happy learning this week, and we will see you later.